Welcome to Bosscap Group. I'm Eddie Cockler, the CEO. As part of our group, we have AUSEV, which is the importer and distributor of the F-150 Lightning. We have Advanced Manufacturing Queensland, which is the remanufacturer and also does upfit and work for other OEMs. And lastly, we have Australian owned, which certifies Australian businesses and does a lot of good advocacy work for Australian companies. Before we get started, here's some of the notable people that have visited our facility. All levels of government, both sides of the aisle, all supportive of Australian manufacturing. Here on the factory floor, we do a number of things. Firstly, we remanufacture the Ford F-150 Lightning to right-hand drive. Secondly, we do vehicle upfits for mines, general fleets, airports, you name it, it gets done here. And lastly, we do work for other OEMs. Let's take a look. Today's a non-production day, perfect for shooting a video. So on one side of the factory, we have the fleet upfit. On the other side, we have the production line. And behind me, we have the sub-assembly area. This is where things are done off the line, like remanufacture the HVAC unit, build the right-hand drive instrument panel or dash, and modify the seats. The HVAC and instrument panels are put together with injected parts. And this took significant investment and time from the team. We spent $14 million tooling up. So now these parts are OEM quality and can be put together in a process. So here's the completed instrument panel. As you can see, the team does a great job. And here's what it looks like from behind. While simple, has taken over 10 years of refinement to get to this point, but it was worth it because now the F-150 Lightning in Australia is one of the safest vehicles in its class and retains the 5-star NCAP safety rating. I'm standing in our spare parts warehouse where we keep an entire catalogue of parts for the F-150 Lightning. Our competitive advantage to minimise downtime is our stock holding of spare parts, from windscreens, fender panels, and even batteries. And if we don't have it here, our left-hand drive inventory means we've got reserves of every part at our fingertips. This is the print room. The engineering team use it a lot for prototyping and concepts. Currently, they're working on fleet upfit parts. This is James Bryker, Chief Manufacturing Officer. He heads up production here. James, tell us what goes on in this facility.
So we remanufacture vehicles from left-hand drive to right-hand drive. And in this case, we're talking about the F-150 Lightning. The manufacturing process consists of 4 stations. I've got a rework bay, wheel alignment QC. So the total work content on remanufacturing the Lightning from left to right-hand drive is 760 minutes. So on 4 stations with a couple of people, the car is in the morning and out in the afternoon. We run on a takt time of 152 minutes. And at 152 minutes, a completed vehicle will fall off the line and a new one will come onto the line. And in our facility, we don't move the vehicle, we move the people. So every 152 minutes, the people will go to the next station and do the same task on the next station. This is our visual performance board. It's all part of our lean manufacturing journey within AMQ. We talk about safety, quality, delivery, cost, people and environment, and looking for opportunity for improvement. This all links back into our ISO certification. 9001 for quality, 14001 and 45001.
Thanks, James. These are the things worth noting that have allowed us to get work from other OEMs. Come have a look. So behind me is the Hyundai Accent hydrogen fuel cell truck. Now, because of the work we did with the Lightning, Hyundai, the world's 3rd largest automaker, has selected us to remanufacture these trucks to right-hand drive. So this is where we do the upfits. Behind me is the mine-spec edition of the Ford F-150 Lightning. It's been upfit with a customized steel tray with certified mesh, IVMS system, Guardian fatigue management, 12-volt solar panel, acceleration truncation, canvas seat covers, a beacon, and a reverse buzzer. So when it comes to maintenance, there's 2 massive advantages of the Ford F-150 Lightning. Firstly, it belongs to the F-Series range, Ford's greatest selling pickup for nearly 50 years, which means parts will always be in abundance. Secondly, it's an EV, far less moving parts. Have a look here at the front of the petrol version. There are so many components to go wrong. And here on the EV version, all you have to do is change the pollen filter every 32,000 Ks. So with the reduced maintenance and the fact the chassis is closer to a truck than a ute, the F-150 Lightning has a longer operational life. And finally, here's an example why fleets can trust the Ford product. Here's their battery. It's advertised at 131 kilowatt hours, but it actually has 144 kilowatt hours of capacity. The team at Ford have over-engineered it because their business is built on fleets and uptime, and they don't want to let anyone down. So that gives you a little insight as to what we do here. What we're most proud about is the fact we create Australian jobs, not only in this facility, but through our Australian supply base. Now, if you'd love to have your own tour, please just reach out.